that. When I say go and solve that, Lunde, before you go and visit Peter Pan in Sleepland, okay? What I'm asking you to do is go and find the values of x so that this is true. That if you put something inside there, the left-hand part of that equation will be greater than the right-hand side of the equation. Okay. Now, of course, you can try and guess, but you won't get many marks for that. Or you can go and solve it. Now, when you start to solve it, treat it like an equation. Say, if this were an equation, what would we do, David? Okay, we'd multiply out. So, tell us, what would it be, David? And that's greater than 5x plus 2. What would the next step be, Janelle?
I'm guessing that you move the 5x to the other side, so the x is on one side.
Okay, so get the x's on the one side. Wait. Okay, so now we've got to the point where all the x's are on one side and all the numbers on the other side. Okay? Now you have to go and divide. Now there's one important rule that you must remember. Very simple. If you multiply or divide by a negative number, then you change the direction of the equality. In this case, what are we going to divide by? If you multiply or you divide by a negative number, then we change the direction of the inequality sign. In this case, what are we going to divide by? Bongs? Negative 3. Why negative 3? Do you see a negative 3 anyway? So why would you want to divide by a negative sign? You divide by 3. Okay? So are we dividing by a negative? No. So we don't change anything. So it becomes 3 and x is greater than 2. Okay. Then if I said to you, remember, write this now on a number line, it would be there, you would have 2, comme ça. So again we have this negative number there. So we divide both sides or times by negative 1, and so then this equality sign here changes. So what you notice in this case, Kiosh, is that Pagati, the x is between two limits now. Okay? It's between two numbers. So again, you do exactly the same thing. But now, You start here. We get rid of whatever you're adding or subtracting to the x. So Nalunji, how would I get rid of that minus 1? Yes, you plus 1. Because plus 1, minus 1 is 0. But the thing is, you then have to plus 1 everywhere. So it becomes minus 3 plus 1. Less than or equal to 3x minus 1 plus 1 is 0, less than 5 plus 1. At this point, again, we want to have x by itself. So Danielle, what we're going to do now to get x by itself? Subat. Dan sê asseblief staan by jouself nommer x. Yes. You're going to divide each term by 3. So we're going to divide everything by 3. Okay. So it can become minus 2 over 3 less than or equal to x less than 2. So now I'm on page 65, 3e. So first step, Chris, is check that you've copied down correctly. That's minus 9 less than 1 minus 5x less than or equal to 20. Now, like I said to you before, always begin with the term closest to the x. So now we've got 1 minus 5x. Now again, I want to get rid of that. So we're going to minus 1. Very good, Danielle. Now you must minus 1 everywhere. Everywhere. Minus 9 minus 1 is? Minus 10. Less than minus 5x. Less than and equal to? Calculator. 21 minus 1 is 20. Good. Tell us, Sophie, what we're going to do now? Nope. Negative 5. So I'm going to divide by negative 5. Okay. Negative 5. Okay. If we would have negative 10 divided by negative 5 is 2. Greater than now x greater or equal to negative. Correct, 4. We're not finished yet. Because we always write negative numbers on the left and large numbers on the right. So we have to go and switch things around now. So what is the smallest number? Minus 4. But now if you look from the right hand side, you see the pointy part of the arrow is pointing towards the minus 4. So you must swap around the sign too. Number line. Lunde, is the negative 4 a solid dot or a hollow dot? Solid, very good, it's included. So you can pay color me in. That's not included. Comme ça. Very, very good. And there is your homework.